Hey guys, it's Kathy Taylor, and today is day 9 of my 30-day challenge, or my 30 days of being very intentional about reading, studying, fasting, and praying to develop an even closer relationship with God and to hear from God more clear. So I am just going to leave a little nugget with you. I call it a nugget because it's just a little bite-sized something. Just a couple of things to get you, to hold you over until you can get more. So today I want to quickly talk about don't despise small beginnings, or don't despise or discount small beginnings. So I'll tell you where this came from. So today I've had a busy day of doing a lot of things, and of course we all have to prioritize. Well, it's getting late, and I decided there's a couple of things that I needed to do, but I figured not a big deal. So I wasn't going to do it. And then the Holy Spirit said, you know, they may be small, but you made a commitment to do them, so you need to do them. And one of those things was this video. So maybe you didn't know, but now you know. You are my accountability partner. That I said that I was going to do these videos every day for this 30 days for a couple of reasons. One is because I prefer to speak with people face to face, in person, to have that human connection. So I don't really do a lot of videos. So I feel like that it leaves me open for a lot of critiques for myself, because I'm hardest on myself. And my goal is to do these videos for the 30 days because I want to see be consistent. 2, I want to get better at it, because in the world that we are in now, in the state that we are in now, I am doing a lot of virtual things. I am doing a lot of virtual trainings and things. So I want to get better at it. I want to get better at doing videos and eventually doing more lives and just connecting with people this way. So, and I feel like, you know, again, it's just a nugget. So it's just a, few minutes, 5 to 7 minutes or so. So I could do it later. But the Holy Spirit said, you made a commitment, so you need to do it. And I am going to be obedient, because remember, this 30 days is all about hearing from God, being intentional about what I read, say, do. I am fasting and praying in a different way for these during this time period. So don't despise or discount small beginnings. Now, doing this video didn't seem like a big deal, but I don't know who's going to watch this video. It could be the very person that's watching the video that says, I like the way she speaks, or I like what she said, and it connects the dots for me for my next speaking engagement, or someone asking me to come in and do a training, or just ministry work. There's a lot of things that could come from it. And I wouldn't know that, or if I wasn't consistent, or if I did not post it, this may be the very one that someone watches, and it could help me in a different way. So don't despise or discard small beginnings. So there's a couple of things that I wrote in my diary that I want to share with you. One is from someone that I respect, and her name is Patrice Washington. I've seen her speak live a couple of times, and she calls herself the Money Maiden. But Patrice has this phenomenal program that I've been following for some time, and she has the 6 pillars of wealth. And she believes in chasing purpose, not money. And it has really been a blessing to follow her, has been a blessing to my growth as a business owner, as a woman. And so anyway, she said something, and I'll tell you, the quote that I am going to read from her, I'll tell you why it's so amazing to me. So her quote says, God knows what you are waiting on. He wants to see what you're working on. So I'll say it again. God knows what you are waiting on. He wants to see what you're working on. And the reason, so I went to a conference and she spoke, and I believe it's her grandmother that used to tell her that. And the reason why that was so impactful, because it was that same year, because this was a couple of years ago, it was that same year, earlier in that year, that the Holy Spirit told me so clearly in one of my fits of, why isn't this happening? Why isn't that happening? And woe is me, the violin, the whole thing, is the Holy Spirit said, procrastination on preparation will delay his manifestation. You need to work while you're waiting. So that's what the Holy Spirit told me directly. Procrastination on preparation will delay his manifestation. You need to work while you're waiting. How do you work when you're not sure? While you're waiting on the big things, work on those small things. Keep trekking on those small things. Don't despise or disregard the small things while you're waiting on the big things. Listen, my time is up, and there's so much more I want to say about that, and maybe that'll be a part 2 tomorrow. I'm not sure. But what I want to leave you with is, while you don't procrastinate, don't think that you don't sit around waiting for the big thing to happen. Do the work now on those little things that will spiral into something big at some point in God's appointed time for you. So don't despise or disregard small things while you're waiting on the big things. And don't procrastinate sitting around waiting for the big thing to happen. Do the work now. Start preparing now, so that when the big thing comes, you are prepared and you can take advantage of it. All right? So again, my time is up. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that if you haven't subscribed, I would love to have your support and have you subscribe, because there's so much more coming. I know it. I feel it. If this has blessed you, or if this has inspired you, please take a moment and share it. I appreciate it. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.